Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. It's lovely to have you join me, thank you so much for stopping by. So we are having a go at the Flower Fairy soft cover journal, the actual one that we're going to make together. So these are the two on the desk that I previously had a go at, that I was learning on, if you like. So this one was a bit of an impromptu make, and I think I said to you, I've got some pages left from last year from a kind of a mop-up, and as this is a bit of a, they're not quite level, look, are they? This is a bit of a, you know, learn as you go cover. We'll put those pages, those mop-up pages in it, and just make it into a lovely journal for somebody. So yeah, this is the other one I was having a look at. So this one seems a little bit baggy. This is similar to the one that we're going to make today. The inside not too bad, but the outside a little bit baggy, so I need to make sure very carefully that I'm yeah, pulling the fabric taut, or flatten it down, straighten it as I'm sewing it, to try and prevent that. I also think that on the front of this one, sewing this on kind of and then being able to glue behind it kind of held this one in place as well, so it, you know, it might have little bits where the fabric is moving, but it's not as bad. The back's fine. I like the fact that when you push it you can move it. It's just this one looks a little bit baggy. I've noticed that I am there. I suppose I could correct that actually. I am off the side of the card, whereas a lot of it I'm on the card, so yeah, I can maybe correct that and sew down there perhaps. Then be thinner, but we'll see. Anyway, I will have a play with it and see what I can do, try and resurrect it, but you know, on the whole I love it. So the one that we're going to make is going to be this on the outside, this on the inside. It's going to be sewn around the edge like that, but we're going to have a purple pocket in it. And I think what I said to you last time was I need to trim it more accurately. I need to trim it so that it is literally just the size that I want it, rather than trimming it afterwards, which proved a real challenge to me. So I think I've done that. So what I've done is I've used my quilting ruler, I've used my green cutting mat, and I've used my rotary cutter to place this, which is the board, the card that we created, and I've gone all the way around it, kept it in place, gone all the way around it with a ½ inch, quarter of an inch, yeah, quarter of an inch I think, that seam. Yeah, so I won't have, because I do actually want to stitch, if I can, onto this board itself that will hold it still all the way around. Yeah, so I've got both pieces exactly the same size. What I need to do is make sure I get them together when I stitch, and then I've cut this piece, which is going to be the inside pocket. So we said we'd use this as a pocket on the inside. Now it does need to be slightly smaller than, so it's not in the frayed edge, the width of the whole book, and it needs to be up a bit from the bottom as well, so it's away from, you know, I don't want it in the frayed edge, but I want it caught. So that's going to be quite a specific place it needs to be. I'm wondering if I can sew that in first before I sew the two together. That would be a good move. Yeah, preferably not on that side of it though, eh? That wouldn't be good. We want it on that side. Yes, because the back of this is going to be hidden, isn't it? So I could go around that and sew it in first. Yeah, so that first before we stitch this and this on. But the other thing we need to do before we stitch those together is to put a topper on here, because I do want to stitch it on. I did like this stitched on topper. Yeah, it's nice and secure and it looks nice. Yeah, really pleased with the topper on that. So I want to create, to sew on here before we actually start sewing it together, a topper. I also like the strings through it. Obviously I want to mark them and put them exactly halfway, if not a bit higher up. And I don't know if I want them in between. Yeah, I suppose it would be all right in there. Depends what colour I choose as to whether it's going to show, I guess. But yeah, I'd like them sewn in as well. So I need to do those things if I can actually sew. So these are the ribbons that I've got for fastening. So I need to decide, I guess. This is going to be the outside, the blue. So yeah, that's nice. That is double-sided, what they call double ribbon, so it's, you know, it hasn't got a wrong side. It's pretty both sides, as is the organza, I believe. I think that might just disappear into nothing, that organza. I quite like that one. That's, I don't know, I was going to say that's not the right blue, but it's not bad. I'm not sure about the polka dots, but we'll open it and give it a chance. It's quite striking, isn't it? Yeah, not sure about those polka dots, and this one is a light blue polka dot. I think I'm going to go with that one. Okay, decision made there. So it's a very thin fastener, very thin ribbon. But yeah, I think it'll make a pretty fastener, that, so we'll must remember to put that in. So what's the first thing I want? I don't need any of this at the moment. I won't be sewing on camera. I'll have to do that and then show you. But what I want to do is get a topper made. Oops, for the front of here. So let's fold it over so we can have a look. Yeah, I had a couple of ideas. I brought a few things with me. Now the first thing I had was this with a big fairy on it and all sorts of things, but obviously it's not at all the colour for the blue. It would go with the purple, but it doesn't go with the blue, so that I'm discarding straight away. I had this lovely doily, but again I think it goes better with the purpley colour than the blue, so that's going. Then I wondered about this, because don't we all love it? And I know orange and blue do go together, but I think there's too much purpley blue in there for it to go with the blue, so I thought it was a nice idea. It would make a lovely topper, but it's not right for this, so then I discarded that one. And then I thought about these that I made with the William Morris frames and the flowers. I liked that one. Obviously this one's too big, but you know, I could cut it down, but again it's purpley, so this blue seemed perfect, and I think that's the one. I've just got that bit of paper with me, and yeah, I wondered if I could cut a piece of that out that would make a nice topper, which I could, but I don't think it goes with this. It's sort of classic, isn't it, kind of material pattern, whereas this is more modern collage. So, oh sorry, I hit the camera then. I've decided on this one anyway. I'm sure you're all agreeing with me. Now, obviously if I just stitch paper onto there, it will just rip off, so it needs something here. I think it needs backing onto something, you know, backing, not matting. I don't want it showing, so I will back it on and then tear off, you know, tear around it so it's not showing. What's that? And that's fluff. But obviously it needs a flower fairy on it. I have gone through, I've been sitting here having a cuppa. I've nearly finished, but not quite actually. In fact, I'll have another sip if you don't mind. Sitting here going through the flower fairies, pulling out ones that I might like amongst here. Now I wanted them smaller than the flower. Line camera there, yeah. I had to make it quite wide so you could see the board and everything. When I come back on I might bring you in a little bit. Yeah, so I want the flower to be bigger than the flower fairy, so I've pulled smaller ones out. I've tried to pull colours that go. I wasn't sure about this green and yellow one, but I brought him anyway. And yeah, I seem to have brought a lot of boys. I'm quite fancying a boy on it. I don't know if it's because it's blue or that's their colours or what. So this guy is from one of the older books. I just love him. He just looks like that's such hard work carrying that. Well, I don't know what they call it, but I would call that chickweed about. And I liked him, and then I put another one on. Who did I put on next? This guy, I think, who's also really cheerful, isn't he? Whistling away. And I want them to blend in because you know, the flower fairies, they should be hidden amongst the flowers. And then I wondered if I could have more than one, so that's why I brought a few out. So I just want to try a few there. So I did try these two together. I don't really dislike them. I like the way the layering up their flowers with the flowers behind and the text and what have you. I'm just not sure. They look like they're probably in a line for something. Don't look like they go together. But I like them both on there. And then I thought about somebody, you know, up top sitting on that flower, which is why I brought him. I really like him up there. I'm just not sure about him on that flower. And none of these I've tried yet, so that's as far as I got. And then I thought I really should be doing this on film for everyone to see what you're thinking. I mean, there is a yellow, is it a stamen in there? He does look quite cute on there, doesn't he? Oops. But obviously as a baby he's a lot bigger than the full-grown man there, isn't he? There's another one that looks like he's up top looking down, so let's look at him. So yeah, he could be sat on the flower, couldn't he? Let's try somebody different down here as well. So we've got, he's a little bit bigger, but I liked his colours. I like his wings, he blends in nice. Gosh, I wish you could help me, guys. Yeah, so I like him and I like him. Well, I liked them, but both separate. He's too big a baby, I think, to go with these. We've got another baby here crawling along. Again, he's quite big compared to the others though, isn't he? And then I did bring a couple of young ladies. Now she goes nice. She's got a cute face, hasn't she? Yeah, I want them all. They all kind of blend in nice, don't they? Oh, that's nice. He could be whistling at her. So a girl and a boy. What do we think about him up top? No, I like that one better. Right, I think they're my favourites. Oops. Let's take this off and see if we're missing something when it's not there. I mean, for me, the more flower fairies I can get on, the better, obviously. So that's without. Let's just put it on here. We're going to have this on it somehow in some, whether it will be in a book plate. I've got quite a big silver book plate, haven't I? Right, that's without him. Whoops, and he's leaning in for a kiss there. Come back. That's without him. And that's with him. Yeah, I think he adds to the picture. I think he does. Now what I need to do is glue these on and back it and put some Mod Podge on, so that you know, it's quite a decent protected as much as I can paper cover. So let's get the Mod Podge out. What else? Let's get rid of the material because we don't want to put any glue on that. Pom pom. I'm thinking that's just onto a nice flat piece, nothing that's going to. Just bear with me, know what I'm doing. I'm digging under the table for a piece of, that'll do nicely. Not a piece of that'll do nicely, a piece of paper to glue on. Let's separate a few out because I'm bound to want more than one month to start. That's it. Right, so shall we stick it on this card first? Yeah, so it's only thin card. They say will sewing machine will be able to go through it. Stick it on there and then tear it round when it's dry. So don't know what will dry the quickest really. I know the Fabri-Tac won't, so let's try some Cosmic Shimmer. If it takes a long time to dry, we'll just have to wait before we can stitch it on. I mean, we're going to be waiting for the Mod Podge anyway, which isn't going to dry in a hurry, is it? So I'm quite late filming today as well, so I hope it will be done in time for you because this is tomorrow's video. I've been out this morning for my blood test and you will all be pleased to know, I'm sure, that it is normal. Yay! First time in a long time. It's where it should be for the medication that I'm on. Yeah, which is good tidings all round to everybody. Oh no, what have I done with my cloths? Oh no, I haven't got any cloths out. They're not going to dry in time either, are they? I do have. No, I don't, because I can't reach it. I was going to say I had my brayer, but I do. It's right across the side of the desk and I don't want to take my microphone off. Have I got anything here at all? nothing. Oops. I've got a little bit of scrap fabric in the bin. I don't suppose that'll... Let's have a go. Might help. Yeah, I think the Mod Podge will... This has got little bumps and bumps on the actual decoupage that need gluing down, so the Mod Podge on here should help matters. Now that is... what is that? That's Distress ink, isn't it? So will that run? Well, if it does, we'll have to think again. I don't know how well Distress ink remains. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? When a dye doesn't run, it's set, isn't it? Is that the word? Don't know how long it stays set once it's been dried a while. I'm digging for a brush, if you're wondering what all the noise is. Oh, whoops. Oh, I've got one of those. What else have we got? Oh, all small, but let's try and get rid of the lid. I really want a soft one for Mod Podge. I don't want it to... that one's not bad. Yeah, I don't want it to move everything about. Right. Let's see then. See how it's going to go. I'm going straight in with the undiluted Mod Podge. Rebel that I am. Whoops. And let's see. Let's actually put it on him, shall we? See if that's the way to go. So I knew I needed another piece. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to be a sticky mess. I'm going to have to go wash my hands before I sew. So it's a good job it's going to need time to dry. Now I was saying to you guys, wasn't I, that I've never had the need of a dryer. Perhaps now I do. Yeah, I wonder if that digital's going to run as well. Let's see what happens. If it does, I don't know how else I can... I suppose you can buy a spray, can't you? Are we starting to run? That sets, I think. Oh, I'll be sad if it does. That'll be a shame. The whole piece will be wasted, won't it? Right, who was going down here? Oh, I've lost you. Put a bit under him before we cover him. Yeah, I think it's probably... Oh, dipped it in too far. I think it's probably better not putting water in with the Mod Podge, because that would definitely, you know, the runnier it is. Come up. I think the more it would spread into. Well, yeah, I think I needed some tweezers or something. Where are you going? Get your wings, make sure your wings are on. That's it. That's it. Okay, keep your fingers crossed for me that this is going to stay on and not run. Dried under there already. Maybe I should have done a coat underneath first. I suppose they are a little bit shiny, but like I say, I don't want to overdo it. Don't want it to run. I'm going to stick down there. Don't rub it hard, Denise. Right, where's she going? Let's just put a bit down under her. See if that helps. I'm getting gung-ho now, look. Oh! Let's get all the edges, because they seem to be what's sticking up. Hear the birds singing? On the paper, that's it. it's a lovely, lovely sunny day. Might just be able to put them on the windowsill to dry in the sun. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Hollowy down everywhere. I think so. Oops, no we're not. It's a fine line between being too harsh and not getting enough glue down. They're stuck up there. Now obviously the flower fairies themselves are not going to run because they're from a book and they're finished. They've got that little bit of shine on them. It's the paper round. I think we might be all right. I would like to just put a bit on here just to make sure it, you know, it protects it a bit, but I don't want my digital to run either, so maybe I should have tried this first. Right, I'm not going to poke at it anymore. Oops. On there. Yeah, I'll leave it to dry and I'll do what bit of sewing I can do off camera, and then I'll come back to you before I actually sew this on, because we'll need to tear it round and do something. Oh, what are we going to do with this? We could do something with this, couldn't we, while we're waiting? So I can't really offer that up. I'm hoping there'll be room. Oh look, you're sticking up. Why are you not sticking down? How very annoying. Maybe I should have fabric-tacked the actual fairies. Is everybody else down? Might have to go in with a bit of, you know, the trouble with fabric-tack is it dries really shiny. His head's stuck up there. The tiniest bit. I just don't want to soak the book page behind it. Yeah, I think the book page is lifting, you know, becoming soggy and soft, and maybe pushing those off, so I'll maybe have to touch some bits up when it's dry. I'm wondering if we'll be able to finish that in today's video. It might need an overnighter. I can get it prepped anyway, can't I? I mean, it is taking a little bit of while. Right, I've got this. I don't suppose this will go on the front cover. Whoops. I'll do that with that on. No, I don't like it. So I'm thinking lace. Right, what have I got in here? I've got everything purple and pink. So I've got that lovely pink lace that Caroline sent me. Yeah, the pink and the purple's just, it goes with the inside one but not the outside one. So have I got any blue, thick blue lace? Let's have a look in here. Green, green and green. Red and net. And your old fastenings, so no. Lace. What's happened to my drawer? I don't want to shut, that's it. Don't think I've lace in my drawer. No. Okay, let me just bear with me 2 minutes while I have a bit of a reach over here and see if I can reach any blue lace. Oh dear. Lace, no. Off you come then, so I can see underneath. That's lace, and that's lace. Well, netty lace. Oh, I might be able to reach. Oh, I bet there isn't any in there. Oh, there is, look, there is. If I can just get my hand in, it's fastened. Who tied that like that? blue anymore. No. There's some grey. I don't think grey, but let's just get some out and see. Oh, there's some blue ribbon there as well. Oh dear. It's all falling all over the floor. Oh, that was a good find, wasn't it? Right. Don't dislike that, but I don't think it's the... Only after a little bit though. I think I maybe overdid. It's not going to show through that. I'm going to have to drop it down. Right, I quite like that. Let's cut this down and see. If it looks better without the outside blue bit on. It should be better size wise. And you can still see the blue lines around it. It's very wrinkly this. Let's see if we can cut a straight piece, because I'll always use those in my snippets. Yeah, see, when you cut it, it's only got the top and the bottom. It's not really fancy at the edge, is it? Let's just try a few bits. Let's cut a few bits. We just make some clusters or snippets or whatever with them when we're done. See, that's the nice size. It just kind of disappears, the grey disappears into that. Right, where's my clustery bits there? You can go away. You're a no. You can go away. Well, just for the devil's sake, see if a piece of bright orange will pop. Nice, isn't it? Or is it just me? Oops, now then. Let's not be awkward. Is it just me that likes likes the brightness of that on there? Let's try. Yeah, it doesn't go. I know this yellow won't be here, but there's no colour that goes there at all, so I won't inflict that. Just looking on there, there's some purples, but which was it? This one. Yeah, there are actually, aren't there? I'm not sure this lace is big enough though. We can cut it down some more. This is what I like about these labels with all the various lines around them. You can cut them as small as you want and still have them quite fancy. Goodness. I seem to be eating fluff. I think that that shot silk's got fluff in the air everywhere. Oops, don't pull that away. Now maybe if it was on a piece of card, sorry, I pulled the microphone wire then. I've moved where I'm sitting on my desk. I've moved everything around. I'm sitting to the right of it now, so yeah, I've got to learn where the space is again. Just trying to get it more. Is that nice with the grey behind it? Would be if it was a little bit bigger. So what about some white behind it? I've got some Hessian here, but I don't think Hessian's the thing. No. Got some green net. This is all from Caroline. I think this is from Caroline. Well, it doesn't even look green when you open it. It's until you get a lot of it together. Pink and a bit of everything. A lacy cluster. Now I like that. Where was the a bit of cream? That is just one lovely lacy cluster, isn't it? It's quite big though. I'm not going to have that much room, are we? Unless it went over that, of course. Somebody pipping goodbye by sounds of it. Must have been visiting. Oh, like that. Yeah, quite like that. Okay, I'm going to keep those out. I'm not going to put them on yet. I'm just wondering if I can Mod Podge this without anything spreading, you know. What's the word? Running. And what I'd really like to do is put some glitter on it. I should have put stickles on it. I'll wait until it dries and make sure it hasn't run. And if it hasn't run, then I'll put some stickles on it as well, make it shiny. Right, Denise, lift it off that paper before it glues to it. That's it. Off you go, onto there. Right, so, yep, I'll have to leave you there for now. It will only be, like I say, you won't even know I've gone. I'm going to turn the camera back on. Yeah, and we'll see where we've got to. Okay, did your eyes blink? So yeah, I've been about an hour maybe, and I've got it in the sun drying, but it's definitely not going to be dry anytime soon, so we definitely won't be able to stitch that on now. And let me show you. So my idea is that you'll see this video in the morning, and then later on in the afternoon I'll be able to hopefully upload the video with me stitching the topper on before we stitch the whole thing together. I have managed to stitch the pocket on the inside, so it was a little bit tricky but not too bad. It's very, very frayy when you try to sew it, this, so I've had to put excuse me, a piece of binding or tape. It's not bias binding, it's just tape on the top to stop that bit fraying, and I've turned the bottom over and I've done a line and then a line of stitching, then a line of zigzag, and then a line of stitching, and the same on the side, zigzag and plain, and the same across there. And then I've forgotten to do this second line in here as well, but obviously there's going to be like a centimetre spine. Yes, turn the camera on, can't talk. It's going to be a centimetre spine up there, so I want another line of stitching down there, and it just holds whatever's in that pocket, will hold it in, stop it from yeah, moving about and spreading. So yeah, I quite like that pocket. Obviously when this is fitted exactly on here, and we've got the stitching going round. I've only just got enough. I might even catch that pocket in there, but at least it won't be over. Yeah, should be nice. So that will be the inside when we open it up, which I think will be nice with this. I'll try and bring it over, but it's not dry by a long shot, and obviously it'll be inked and the edge will be off, and we'll have that lovely cluster of lace with the word, which is also drying curly at the minute. Yeah, so I'm hoping that will be nice, and obviously with the blue the blue ribbon through it. So what we'll do to finish this video off today, because we didn't get it done yesterday, did we, was, if you remember, I showed you these and I said if we've got time, or what I said was if we run out of time it can be not done, and clearly we didn't have enough time, so got a little piece left there for one of the words, this on here and one of the words. Yeah, and I wondered if these two pockets could have a word on, so let's, you know, one of the fairy words perhaps cut down. So let's see what we've got. What did I do with the other one of those? Did I stick something on it? Let's just have the box out. That wasn't it. What did I do with it? I had one, didn't I? Did I use it for something? I think I must have used it for something. Can't for the life of me think what, but it's not in the it's not in that. Is it? No, it's not in there. So yeah, I must have put it on something. Oh, maybe I put it on the front of that. No, I don't think I did. Didn't put it on there, did I? No, put that one on. don't know them. Anyhow, let's stick that on there, and yeah, we want a word for under her. Still confused that I've lost it. Fairy wings. Let's see what suits a spring fairy. Peekaboo. Believe in fairies. Oh, fairy garden, that's a nice one, isn't it? Because, yeah, so we'll have fairy garden on that one. What shall we just have on this piece? What was this from? Oh, that was from, we were maybe going to put that on that. We won't. Just seeing these other bits that we got out. That's quite nice, isn't it? Believe in fairies. Stardust. Fairies dance. Right. Some of them I just don't like. Some of them I just don't think they're fairy words. Fairy's place without an apostrophe. Fairy wings. Yeah, wonderful fairy tale. Yeah, I think I quite like that one, and it's blue as well, so that one on there. Right, is there anything that we want on these two before we start? And does that want a piece of material under it? Possibly. So we've got a bird. Every day is a second chance. No. Wonderful fairy tale. Maybe. Fairy, no. Autumn fairy, no. Fairy wings. Yep, that's it. Oops, that's it. That'll do. Oh, I wondered what that came off. Came off there. So what shall we? Do they need to be stuck on anything? They don't want to be picked up. I think that one will just stick down. It only just fits. Might need to trim this a little bit, make it a bit smaller, so it will lose that brown ecru. Is it? What colour do you call that? Beige? I don't know. It'll lose that colour around the edge. There we go. Yeah, I've been up here a long time. I have to tell you guys that Neil is patiently waiting, as patiently as he can, for his tea. He's hungry. So I need to put it on as well. It needs to go in the oven for a fair bit, so I need to go down and feed him. Bless him. He's been working hard in the shed, I think. Oops. Oh, roly-poly glue. So yeah, so you'll have two videos again today. I am trying to get out of that. I do want to be down to just one video, but it helps the upload at the moment. Even my my phone data is running slow and terrible. We put the whole one on there, do we think? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, at least we'll have some clusters and things to play with once we start embellishing the journal. I'm so looking forward to getting the pages together. I'll be pleased when this oh, sticking up. What? The cover is done and ready, yeah, and we've got the pages ready to sew in. That will be the really fun bit. Right, I'll put plenty on you, if that's how you're feeling. Oh, it doesn't like to stick to that hessian, I don't think. Most of it has. It could just be that I didn't put enough on. Obviously when it's dry I'll go back and stick down any pieces that are not playing the game. I don't think you need Fabri-Tac. Let's go with the Cosmic Shimmer. And I think I'm just going to put them down. Do we want them straight? No, let's have them at an angle. Let's be jaunty. Do you think? Yeah, an angle. I'm not inking them. I'm being a devil. No, we're not a devil. That's not what I meant to say. I'm being a rebel. Yeah, I like that green actually around there with that green tag. And this blue here is the blue of the blue tit's head, if he is a blue tit. I think he is. Yeah, didn't we say it said on the book the blue tit was keeping somebody company? Yeah, that's just finished. Oops, a bit too much. It's finished those off nicely, hasn't it? Yeah, okay, so we'll call that a video for now. Like I say, I will come back later on today, hopefully, if all goes to plan, with the rest of the cover, and then we'll be set tomorrow to start having a bit of fun. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed seeing me get the cover ready. Comment to me, talk to me in the comments if you've got any ideas or comments, or you just want to say hi, hello. It's lovely to talk to you, and yeah, give me a thumbs up and pop back tomorrow. Those two things would be fab. Okay, have a lovely evening, guys. Bye bye.